Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. How you doing? What we're going to be doing today is something outside the box because you know me, I like coloring outside those lines, okay? My daughter-in-law made broccoli and cheese soup, okay? She made too much. So Jessie said, "Ma, I made too much." I said, "That's all right, don't worry about it, I'll figure it out." And so I did. We're going to be water bath canning broccoli and cheese soup today, okay? So if you don't have already made up broccoli and cheese soup, go ahead and make up a batch, okay? Because we're going to water bath can it. Or you can just freeze it, if you will, but you know, it's only good in your freezer for about 6 months. So let's water bath can it. Pints, 30 minutes. Quarts, 45 minutes, okay? So make sure your jars are sanitized and ready to go. Make sure your water is ready to go in your canner or your water bath canner or however you're going to do this, okay? So the way she makes her soup is just to make she puts poblanos in it. And when I tell you, she's one hell of a cook, my daughter-in-law. Oh, you know me. I don't stay in between those lines. I don't. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, your kitchen, your rules, okay? So make sure you stay at or below that 1-inch mile marker, if you will, okay? Now, I doubt I'm going to be filling up all 12 of these jars, okay? But that's okay. I forgot to ask Jessie for her recipe. But when she comes home from doing whatever it is that she's doing today, I will get it from her. I know there's poblanos. I think there's Velveeta, cream cheese. She's a cheese eater. I mean, everything has to have cheese on it for her in order to eat something. She's a goofball. But then again, she is pregnant. So, but putting the poblanos in here, I will say, gives it a taste like you wouldn't believe. And it doesn't make it hot either. It's not like, oh, that's spicy. No. It's just this amazing flavor that you're like, I need to go have more. It's one of those. And she went to Publix and she bought, here, I'll show you. Let me go in the fridge real quick. Or is this Walmart? Yeah, it's Walmart. Italian bread, Boule. It's $1.24. So you know how Panera has the bread bowls? We just cut out the middle, hollowed it out. Okay, that's what she did. It's what she made for dinner last night. Oh my dear Lord. It was just absolutely amazing. I always told her she should have gone to school to being a chef. But she's more content being a wife and a mom, just like me. Five jars, okay. That's cool. We got a little bit left. And that's it. That's all she wrote, kids. Can't let things go to waste. So why not find a way to preserve it? And I would put it in the freezer, okay? But we have no room in the freezer right now. So, of course, Mom has to figure out a way. So I did my research. And yes, you can can cheese. Now, this soup was in the fridge overnight, but I took it out this morning, so it is now at room temperature. But you can also hot pack it, okay? But this is at room temperature, so it's not cold at all. Rooms are clean. So now let's get going with our lids and our rings, okay? If you have any kind of leftover soups, even if it's just a regular soup, you know, broccoli, cream of broccoli soup, cream of chicken soup, cream of this soup, cream of that soup, water bath it. It's what I'm going to start doing because I'm tired. I'm tired of wasting food. There's going to come a time, ladies and gentlemen, where you're going to kick yourself for even having the mentality of thinking that it's okay to throw those leftovers away. I'm just saying. So, the water's ready. Let's go ahead and put these 5 jars in. Looks like I'm going to have to add more water, but that's cool. It only needs just to go over the top anyways. I'll be right back. I'm going to let that go to a rolling boil again before I put the lid on. I think that preserving our leftovers is what it's all about right now. I really do. Whether it's putting them in the freezer, whether it's Ziploc bags or, Tupperwares, whatever the case may be, whatever you have on hand, of course. I think it's going to be the only way to go. Especially, if you have a big family, sometimes there is no leftovers, obviously. But, because if you're anything like me, you're used to cooking for a platoon. And then once that platoon moves out, it's hard to get back to just cooking for the 2 of you, Sean and I were once empty nesters, and then the platoon came home. And the platoon is moving back out because they got approved for an apartment, and it's closer to Andrew's work, so they're going to be moving out. But hey, you know what? They're married now. They've got 2 kids and another one on the way. I'm okay with that. They know that when things get serious, it's okay to come home, when caca hits the fan, Jesse says to me the other day, Mom, can I go in the pantry and get a thing of marshmallows? I said, well, why can't you? She goes, well, because I know it's part of the stockpile. I said, honey, I got those marshmallows on clearance for 75 cents a bag. It's fine. She's like, okay, because I was just making sure. I said, sweetie, it's fine. Don't worry about it, The SNICK snacks, I buy those for now, you know. It's the other stuff the do not touch, you know. But I am starting to prep more for normalcy now. SNICK snacks, you really, they don't stay on the shelves. Cookies, chips, stuff like that, they don't stay on the shelves. Not with the size family I've got. Family of 8, they don't stay on the shelves, right? But prepping for normalcy in this house is canning, you know, like I was showing you in a few other videos. Oven canning the cakes in the jars, the cheesecakes in the jars, things like that. That's my idea of prepping for normalcy. Because when caca hits the fan and you have a 14-year-old, a 9-year-old, and 2 10-year-olds, and then you also have an infant, okay? The infant, okay, you know, she's going to be breastfeeding. But the other 4, those are the ones that are going to be nag because they need that normalcy. Even sometimes the adults. So why not start now? Yeah. That's why I've also been making the meals in the jars, like the homemade SpaghettiOs for the kids and whatnot. And now that I found out that I can can cheese, I'm also going to be doing macaroni and cheese. I'm going to put the lid on. Because especially with my granddaughter, Mia, God love her, she won't eat anything besides nuggets and mac and cheese. So she's going to be happier than flies on a rib roast when she finds out that Nona has made her mac and cheese. So that's next up on the list, is making canned mac and cheese. Okay. It'll be the same process. I believe, of the water bath canning. You can also pressure can the cheese. Pints is 10 minutes. Quarts, no. Pints 5 minutes, quarts 10 minutes. So I will be doing the mac and cheese for Mia, for my granddaughter. Okay. So you can also pressure can cheese as well. But with this, you know, this is my first time doing any kind of dairy cheese right on. So I wanted to water bath can it first and try it that way. Okay. But with the ready-made meals, because I'll be doing pasta, but the mac and cheese, I will be pressure canning that. But pints, 5 minutes, quarts, 10 minutes. And we will be doing mac and cheese. Okay, so that'll be the next thing on the list. All right. The cheese that I have on hand, I will show you. Okay, so if you want to get ready for that video, I'll show you what I already have. Okay, hang on. Okay, so this is the cheese. Okay, this can of cheese, $10 at Walmart's. All right. And I'm not much for buying elbows, you know, the macaronis. So what I do have is this pasta right here. This pasta came in a bag. I think I bought it at like Save-A-Lot or Aldi's or something like that in the Latina section. Okay. And it was like 25 cents a bag. Okay. So when I did the other SpaghettiO video, you had to cook the pasta until it was right before al dente, okay? But with this pasta, I'll show you what it's like. Okay, there's barely anything to it. So my guess is that you probably won't have to do anything to it at all. Maybe soak it for just a few moments in some hot water, okay? Because it's literally, well, darn it, it's literally the same consistency, if you will, thickness of, not even as thick as ramen, thinner than ramen, okay? Almost as thin as angel hair in very, very tiny small pieces. So I would soak it in hot water for a few moments and then prepare your jars with that nacho cheese. You know, we'll hot pack it, of course, and then just, you know, pressure can it. So that'll be the next ready-made meal video that I'm going to be doing for you. Okay. All right, guys, I will be back with the finished product for you guys. All right. Hang on. Okay, so now let's check out the finished product. Lift away from you, okay, so you don't get burnt. Still rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep the luggage rolling, roll high. And there you go. Okay, so there's your poblano and cheddar and broccoli soup that my daughter-in-law made. All right, guys, next video will be mac and cheese, so get ready for that. I'll see you guys in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fearless. Ciao.